Welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're going to get right into your reading today. I have a selection of my handmade oracle cards. Let's start with the situation that is at hand. What is the situation? Please and thank you. Okay. The one off the top. Are you really going to do this to me? That's the situation. Are you really going to do this to me? Why are you going to do this? Are you really going to do this to me? That's, wow, what a situation. What a situation. Are you really going to do? So somebody's feelings are hurt. It could be yours or someone else. This is simply the situation. Somebody is having this situation here where it's like, how can, are you really going to do this to me? Okay. Let me see. In your physical experience, from your perception, it's WTF. Do the work. Do the fucking work. What you mean am I going to do this to you? You need to do the work. Okay. Okay. Let me see in your feelings from your perception. What's the feelings from your perception? Oh, awestruck. Awestruck. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's the thoughts from your perspective. Hi, tribe. I love you. Okay. If you're new, welcome. Your thoughts from your perspective are multifaceted awareness. You're like, I can't fucking believe that you have such a limited perspective. That could be your literal thought while whatever this is happening. Okay, let me see from your spirit body. What is it? What do we have in your spirit body, tribe? And it's here. In your spirit body, we have winners never quit and quitters never win. Okay. So your spirit ain't trying to give up on something. Let me see from their physical perspective on the other side of the table. Their physical perspective, their physical experience. Rejection is protection and redirection. Thank you. Next. Okay. Let's see from their emotional perspective what's going on over there. They feel like you rejected them to protect them from something, but from their emotional perspective is I'm leaving. Oh, they're emotionally unavailable, I heard. That card there is saying they're emotionally unavailable. Okay, let's see from their headspace. From their headspace. Okay, from their headspace is thank you. Thank you. Next. It already came out. Now that's twice on their side. Let's see from their spirit body what's going on that side of the table. Oh, the spirit body said, oh, they're jealous. They're jealous and I saw it. That's what spirit said. They're jealous and I saw it. Somebody, okay. Interesting. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. A bad idea. Bad idea. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you feel like somebody needs to do the work. Maybe you feel like you're the one that needs to do the work, but let's get some tarot popping on this. Are you really going to do this to me? Why is this here in this situation? Show me more about the situation, please, and thank you. With patience, it came out. And it's the Three of Wands. How can you just leave me standing here when all I can do is see you go? Okay. I don't know any of those lyrics really, but that's what I heard. Okay. Three of Wands, I'm expecting something better out of this. Like, I'm expecting something good. This is good. I did everything I could. I did everything I could. Now you got to do the work. Okay. That's the situation. Somebody's like, I did everything. If you don't go, well, then go. Okay. In your physical reality, what do we have? The Six of Wands. You're like, well, I'm recognized. You're like, I already did the work. I feel like this is a win for me no matter what. I feel like this is a win for me no matter what. That's how you feel in the feelings. Page of Wands. Awestruck. Oh, your feelings is like, well, it's time for a new adventure. And as I said that, I heard, how can you just, again, that whole Phil Collins song, right? But it's like, how can you just let go so easily? Somebody's saying that because you're ready to just let go. With the multifaceted awareness in your headspace, what do we have? The Page of Pentacles. Well, you can see things from all the different angles, and you know how to balance here real well. So you know that there is work to be done. Okay, you know there's a process that has to be unfolding here. Okay, in the spirit body with the winners never quit and quitters never win, we have the Five of Cups. Oh, well, that's too bad. I heard that's too bad. Okay, time to let that go. From the other side of the table, rejection is protection and redirection. What's actually happening on the other side of the table in the physical experience? Oh my. And we have the Page of Cups. Okay. And I'm hearing, there goes that idea. Okay. When pigs fly. I heard when pigs fly. Well, they're leaving. Okay. In the emotional body with I'm leaving. Oh, Five of Wands. Because it's a whole fight. Feeling like no matter what, it's going to be a fight. It's a problem. We just don't agree. We have to agree to disagree. Okay. And you're just like, I'm actually over this. Why do we have to agree to disagree? We don't have to shit, okay? We don't have to nothing. In the headspace on the other side of the table, what's really going on is the King of Swords. Oh, they're all in their head. King of Swords. Give me one with that King of Swords since it is a court card. Is the Two of Pentacles. They're in their head thinking about how you've changed. Okay. They think you've changed on them. And the spirit body with the jealous. What's up with that? Oh, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. They think you're jealous because of their family, because of their wealth, because they got it all going on. What the fuck? The moon is at the bottom of the deck. I heard you didn't know nothing about that. You didn't know nothing about, you weren't even thinking about none of that. That's crazy. Okay. I heard that's news to me. I heard that's news to me. Are you really going to do this to me? With the Three of Wands. I don't see any waves. She's got her surfboard and she's just waiting. Waiting for the wave to come so she can go surfing. This is like waiting for somebody to show love. It's like, I've been waiting for you. Is the situation. Somebody is waiting for you. But they feel like you're actually distancing yourself. And they got a lot of conflicting feelings going on right now. They're thinking about something you said. They're thinking about something you said, either about their changes. They're thinking about something you said about a whole different idea. You had a whole different idea than what they did. They're thankful for the different idea. That's cool. But they still feel like they need to go. Okay. They feel like you're jealous because they got the happy family. They feel like you're jealous because they have their finances in order or something along those lines. They feel like they're jealous. They feel like you're jealous because they feel like they got it going all on in their life. And so, of course, you're jealous of them. the thing is, you're like, okay, it's time to clean that mess up. Time to flush that. That's how you really feel. Okay. Well, let's go into the clarifying tarot. With the Three of Wands, why is this Three of Wands here? Please and thank you. Okay, so we're starting here then. And we'll just pull off the top. So with the Three of Wands, it's got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, that's a permanent change right there. That's a big change where the whole idea is, yeah, that's it. Okay. And Justice, Lord of Mercy. Okay. Somebody's waiting for a good outcome in a situation that is just not going to do it. Their good outcome is when they're done. Okay. And the Seven of Cups, the illusion, Four of Swords. They're just thinking about the illusion. Okay. So are you really going to do this to me is connected to a person in this. It's either you or them who is actually in a situation where you're best off to just cut your losses and walk away from this shit. Like, what you hanging on for? What you looking for? You really think the shit is going to get different? You really think it's going to be any better? Like, it is what it is at this point. Do you see the illusion yet? Somebody is really stuck with sitting there. Okay, somebody is having this experience with a Libra. I can see that here as well. But the situation is somebody, you know, if you want the wave to come, like maybe they need to be on a different beach. Maybe they're looking for a wave on the wrong day or something like that in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah. They're looking for something in a situation where it's like, can you yet not see that this situation don't have the capacity? You're not going to ever get it from here. What we said the other day is like trying to get milk from a rock. Yeah, it was like trying to get milk from a rock. That was a bad idea at the bottom of the deck over there. That was a whole bad idea. And so now with that bad idea, there's been somebody is like fallen into all these feelings. Somebody decided, well, you know, I'm just going to drink because that's going to make me feel better. They think that drinking is going to make them feel better. So they're drinking. Okay, somebody went out drinking and they took that as a offense. The other person took it as an offense. Yeah, the center card, the center position is just showing us the situation between both sides of the table. So let's go over here and do the work with the Six of Wands. In your physical experience, what do we have is the Nine of Swords with that, okay? Fears, worries, anxieties. But if you could get a hold of that and you can handle that shit and you know how to navigate your head, you could actually find a point of alignment. But let's see what happens with the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups, okay? So it's like as soon as you worry, your soul guides you. You get spirit. You get like angels, ancestors, guides. You get your spirit team be showing up, and they show you something. They show you clearly. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, this is a repetitive cycle with this person. This is their repetitive cycle. This is what they do. Empress. Is it worth your time? Is it of value? Is it truly of value to you? Is the way I'm hearing it. Is it truly of value to you? You know, this is causing some. Okay, so because you get all those clues, like that's why you win. Because you pay attention to those clues. Yeah, these are for you. Yeah, you. Absolutely. You feel the nerves, you feel the anxiety, but you do what you're supposed to do anyway. You put in the work. You do put in the work. You work your ass off so you could get everything you deserve, and now you're being recognized for it. And I'm hearing also with this Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, there was a period of time when you were afraid of getting recognized, of being in this position where you're like center stage and everybody's like clapping for you and watching your show type of shit. There was a point where you were totally afraid. You were, but I just see like, well, just keep doing it again. If you just keep doing it again, you'll figure it out and it'll be okay. All right. And, you know, you do it over and over until you get good at it. All right. Well, one of the things you're getting good at is dealing with the nervousness and fears and anxieties and worries and stress. I heard, and just because you wear it well doesn't mean you're not stressed. Okay, that's fair. You're also been, because you had so many, I heard so many questionable things going on. You have literally had to trust in your soul guidance so much that it's like a no-brainer for you now. Where in the beginning of this process, like, that was a whole challenge because you hadn't really, I mean, it was the beginning of the process. You were learning how to do that. Well, now you've done it so much that it's not a question no more. It's a skill now. It's an ability. And you've done it so much that it's become your natural. You're getting a lot of recognition. You're getting a lot of appreciation. And I even hear somebody telling you something to the effect of how much they admire you because they could never do what you did. For somebody, your mother in spirit wants to really reiterate that to you as a personal message. I see that for you. Like your mother, whether she's actually transitioned into the spirit realm or if it's just her highest self speaking to you, your mother is saying to you in either of these two forms or both that, hey, you know, what you did, not just anybody could do. And you're a winner, baby. Okay, that's what I heard. I know that the lyrics to that tune are exactly the opposite, but so there's some energy in that where it's like, yeah, at some point somebody might have thought you were not a winner, but now even they have to change the words to the song they've been singing all this time because it's clear that you're winning. Okay, because you're a winner. Because you don't give up. Because you feel the fear and you do it anyways. Because you understand that fear just means it's a different energy that you haven't known yet. And that's okay. You're okay with trying some new shit. New shit, hey. Yes, okay. I see a round of applause, and then I heard, take a shot for me. Whoa. Take a shot for me. Take a shot for me. Okay, it's like, let's all toast to the tribe. Tribe did shit the other folks were too scary to do. Tribe really, like, they stuck it through and they did some different shit. Okay, and not just anybody had the gall, the balls, or the nerves of steel to do this, is the way that's coming through. Does it have to do with walking away from a situation? Because justice next to Wheel of Fortune is very much a closed motherfucking steel trap door, like the fucking vault in the bank, in the central bank. You know what I'm saying? It's like Fort Knox up in there with the justice in the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that thing is on lock. It's locked up tight. And somebody's like, "Are you really gonna do this to me?" They're so disillusioned. Why do we have awestruck here with the Page of Wands? And the thing about this Page of Wands is, like, she's throwing it. She's like, I don't need that anymore. I'm free. And then, of course, I hear her singing. She said, 'cause I just got to be free. Free. Yeah. 'Cause I just got to be me. Yeah. Me. Yes. Okay. You're like, I don't need this anymore. She's versatile. Oh, and the thing is, so it's like all of a sudden emotions change. You could have been surprised. Like, all of a sudden you feel different. You feel free. We have the Nine of Wands. Wow. The Nine of Wands is a card of, Sometimes it could be called stuck. It's a card. It could be called blockages, but it's also a card of you've been through this rodeo so many times. Like, you know how to do everything. You know how to confront shit. You know how to get her done. You know how to overcome this challenge. You know how to overcome barriers and blockades and some old shit. Okay, this is a reason why it's a lower arcana, minor arcana strength card. The Nine of Wands is a minor arcana strength card. It's also the tarot card that speaks about Chiron, the wounded healer. So with each of the wands, with the Nine of Wands being a different skill, a different ability, the practice of that. It's like, oh, I don't have to practice this shit no more. I've done this enough. I could just throw this whole, it's like, this is like, you know what this is giving? The graduation ceremony. And the final thing is they all throw their caps in the air. This is like, well, I'll never need that book again. Oh, I'll never need that tool again. Oh, I'll never need that class again. Yay, I'm finally free. This looks like the last day of school type shit, okay? You know, where you get to throw away all the shit that you don't need no more because that year is over. Praise be. Let me see what else we have with the Nine of Wands. Is the Six of Pentacles. And you get what you give. You get what you give. So the page of, oh, I haven't said that in a long time. You're absolutely right. Let's say that now. So if 1 to 10, if you look at 1 to 10, like, you know, kindergarten through graduating high school, then once you hit page, knights, queens, and kings, it's like university or college, higher level education. So it's like you're done with the basics. You got the basics down. You put in the effort for the basics. And guess what? Now you got accepted to university. Look at you go. You don't need the old curriculum because now, yes, you get to, you know, get the rewards for all the work you put in. Let's see what else. Ace of Cups. The work you put in was, I love me some me. Okay? I love me loud. Okay? Woke up with a whole new attitude. Yeah. That was the work you put in. And you put in a lot in that. And that's exactly what brought you through all those challenges and put you in a 9 of Wands position in the first place. But even when you were at that point where you wanted a break, you just let that be your inspiration and take another deep breath, pause for a moment, and, you know, I heard barrel through the rest of it until you could chuck that shit off. Like, yay, okay, we graduated, High Priestess. This was all about listening to your intuition and honoring your self-love in what you invest yourself in and how far you go. Spirit is here saying, wow. And here's the thing, whoever's on the other side of the table, like, I'm going to still read their cards, whatever came out for them, but I'm focused on you first, tribe, because I'm here for you. You're the ones that are here hearing the reading, so everybody else to the side, bitches. Okay, because my tribe comes first. But this is like, whoever's on the other side of the table, if this is true, for this to be true on the other side of the table, it has to be a situation where somebody tested that. Somebody gave you the reason to have to listen to your intuition and to have to use all those skills that you had acquired in life of strength and abilities. Like, there was a reason you had to use them, and somebody was presenting that to you. So before I even look deeper into the other side of the table, I can tell you right now, somebody was, you know, they was FAFO. They FAFO. They fuck around and found out, didn't they? Did they FAFO, babe? Put it in the comments if somebody FAFO. They fucked around and found out. They thought you would. There's no way you're going to leave me. There's no way you're going to leave me. You're going to stay here and you're going to just keep trying and you're never giving up. Yeah. Tribe was like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck your lesson over and over again. I'm good. I got to go. Okay, I'm not playing the same game no more. I'm on a whole nother level. Like, y'all playing chess, and I'm already on 3D chess, okay? Y'all still playing checkers. Y'all over here playing Chinese checkers, and I'm on 3D chess over here. Like, what are you doing? I'm on interdimensional chess. They did FAFO. I knew they FAFO'd. A lot of people do that. And they don't understand what they do to themselves. And this is like you knew they didn't see this coming. You knew they didn't see this coming. It's like the feeling of this is like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to show you the gangster that goes with the spiritual. Then, okay. Oh, you're not gonna like this very much. I hear you're not gonna like this very much. Did you actually tell them that you're not gonna like this very much? You've only seen me one way. You're about to meet the other side of me. See, I'm more than meets the eye. Like they thought they knew. They thought they knew about you. They did not know about you. And I'm hearing from a higher perspective, like they came so that you could do this, like so that you could pull that shit out on them and show them what time it is. Sometimes the universe does orchestrate events and situations, and your soul orchestrates it as evidence of how much you've grown, where this used to be so difficult for you. No, I'll never leave. I'm never giving up. I'm never gonna let them go and all this other shit. And by this point now, as it would pertain to this reading, you're like, and why the fuck would I do that to myself? I already know better. Every time I ever did that, that didn't get me nowhere I wanted to be. That didn't get me nowhere I wanted to be. Fuck this. You said my mission, should I choose to accept it? This is where Tribe said, you could keep your fucking mission. You could skip me on that. Okay, you could take that somewhere else. Skirt, and I'm out. Okay? It's like Tribe checked the deuces out the window and floored the gas and peeled off. Like, I'm out of here. I'm not playing this game. What are you doing? Okay. Let's go to this Page of Pentacles with multifaceted awareness. This is in your headspace. And that's what I was getting. Because with the multifaceted awareness, it's like you're able to see all the different sides of a situation. So you can see why somebody thinks that they could play with you, of course, because you show up all nice and kind and generous and sweet and considerate and all that. Like I said, so they try to do something out of line, is the way it feels. Like they try to do something out of line. But the thing is the way this lady is standing here, I don't remember what the name of this pose is, but it's the shape of Jupiter, symbol of Jupiter too, so it's expansive. And she's holding that disc in front of her. If you know the name of the pose, put it in the comments for the tribe and for me. But yeah, this is not the tree pose. Thank you, love. But this is like, I could do this standing on my head, is the way it sounds like. Yeah. It's like spirit saying, well, I know I could do this shit stand on my head. Like this, I do this shit blindfolded. What are you talking about? I know this like the back of my hand. Like I know this story. I know this experience. I know this process. I did it already 9 other times, 9 of Wands. I already did this so many times. Like I got this. Okay. You're like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do this right quick in a hurry this time. Last time, I took a few minutes to do it. This time, I'm about to do it instantaneously. Boom, done. Okay, with that Page of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, and what's standing out is blunt. Did you just smoke a blunt? It's blunt, okay? And law and order, okay? You're like, it's ruthless. Oh, Lord of mercy. Ruthless. It says, check your emotions. Yeah, I just see like with this King of Swords coming out first, that's just it. And the King of Swords was over here, and they could see that you're being ruthless, and they can see that you're being cutthroat, and they can see that you're being blunt, and they can see that you're sticking to the facts. All that emotional bullshit is not fucking working. You're sticking to the exact facts, and that's it, and you know that. Okay, so King of Swords is coming out. Oh, and that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And we have the Page of Cups. It's coming out with the Page of Cups. It says, seek your true path and possibilities are open. And it says, keep that energy. It says, check the fine print. Inner calm. Tantrum, Lord of mercy. Listen, when somebody throws a tantrum, Page of Cups, there it is. Somebody is throwing a fucking tantrum because they're being rejected. And you're just like, no, thank you. I'm already emotionally detached from this situation. I see what the fuck you're about. There's not an emotional bullshit game you could play with me to remove from my mind what I already know to be true. Right. You're like, it's already written in the book. Like, I already wrote it in the book that was the way you were. It's like there's an accounting. 2 of Wands. Moving in the right direction now. Okay, you gotta go. And choices must be made. And choices must be made, absolutely. And what else? And the Page of Wands, and the choice was made to, yeah, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. You can keep your mission. I do not choose to accept it. Return to sender. You want me? Are you really gonna do this to me? No, honey, you're doing it to yourself. I heard no, honey, you're doing it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Aw, poor baby. Po, little Tank. Why is Tank coming up? Little Tank ain't came up in forever. Do y'all know the story of Little Tank? Who knows the story of Little Tank? Put me a Tank in the comments if you heard the story of Little Tank. Who are the comedian that talked about Little Tank? It was the comedian. Put the comedian name in there too. Anyways, he was a runner, but he didn't have like real legs. He had these metal prosthetic legs and feet, and he whooped everybody else running without feet and legs. And the comedian said, "Po, little Tink." Anyway, what's the message in that? Well, they just thought that they were, they thought you didn't have something. They didn't understand that yours was bionic. Whatever you had was bionic. Oh, bionic. And then I heard supersonic. Okay. I heard bionic, and then I heard supersonic, and it gave me bionic woman and the sound that it would make. I don't have that sound effect. I don't have the sound effect. Who remembers Bionic Woman? Okay, but Bionic Woman, there was a sound effect when she would use her superpower muscles, right? Yeah. And then supersonic. And then while I'm hearing supersonic, I'm also hearing Fergalicious. I ain't promiscuous. Okay. Oh. And so with that, okay, cool. She's like, I'll just keep my goodies, not my goodies, okay? And it's giving very much, she's keeping her cookies in the cookie jar. She's keeping her cookies in the cookie jar. I already see too fucking much. I'm going to keep my cookies in this cookie jar right here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to fix the fucking camera, bro. I forgot the mirroring thing on the camera. My bad. I'm going to remember that, though. I will remember to fix the reverse on the camera. I really wanted to do that. That bothers me, too. All right. 5 of Cups. I'm going to make another note. Lord of mercy. Camera. Okay. And then I'll get a reminder. Somebody could text me to fix the camera. That's fine. Okay. Winners never quit and quitters never win came out with 5 of Cups in the emotional body from your perspective. And that is the Queen of Swords. Oh, there go them boundaries. There go them boundaries. She is my Queen of Boundaries. She's cutthroat. She's kind. She's respectful. But at the same time, she's not going to fucking play. And she's not going to play herself. She'll let you boo-hoo and cry and all the fuck you want to. Okay, is that what it is? Your spirit said, just let him cry it out. Just let him boo-hoo with you. Just let him be sad. Is that what your spirit said? Because winners never quit and quitters never win. And the Hierophant. There's that big Taurus energy. Their big daddy. I love it when you call me Big Pop. All the ladies in the place with style and grace. Yeah, okay. I love it when you call me Big Pop. Okay. It's like she's saying, Daddy, I'm so sad. I just need to talk. Can you talk? Oh, okay. Let me see what else. And the Hermit. Well, I'll listen, but this really don't have nothing to do with me. The Hermit just said, I'll listen, but this doesn't have nothing to do with me, really. So I don't have to get emotionally involved. I'll just be a listening ear. I'll just be a listening ear. Five of Swords. I'll be a listening ear about this disagreement, about this fight, about this separation, about this cutting of ties. You really need to cut your losses, Is that what you said? You said you really need to cut your losses? Okay, you're like, this person wants to keep on keeping on in a situation where they really need to cut their losses. How many times do you let somebody betray you, disrespect you, get foul with you, or whatever the heck is the infraction here? They have a major malfunction. Okay, somebody got a major malfunction. How many times do you allow that major malfunction to fuck with you before you realize, like, what are you doing to yourself, boo? You the one letting them do it again. What are you doing? Why would you do that anymore? Why do you want to do that? I don't know. Okay, from their physical perspective, we have rejection as protection and redirection with the Page of Cups. And that's the tantrum. It showed up as, yeah, they're throwing a fucking tantrum because what? You don't want them no more? Oh, yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's over. And that is their card in their spirit body. So that maybe they are figuring out. And like I said, you're just letting them vent. This is giving vent energy, like they're venting, okay, about an ending. Four of Cups, because I don't want it, okay? So they don't feel wanted, but this is exactly what they needed, okay? So yeah, they needed to be told no to the Tower, because they got a lot of bullshit ideas that's fake as fuck and needs to be addressed so that they could heal with the Star. But they don't want to. They didn't want to heal. This is like giving the energy of, like, let's say you got in this relationship with somebody, right? And you've healed and you've grown and you changed in the relationship. And the next thing you realize, like, all of a sudden you come to the realization, like, but my partner hasn't changed or healed or grown at all. As a matter of fact, every time they have a chance to heal or grow or learn, they reject it. They don't want it. And that's telling me everything I need to know. If they were my partner, they would also be doing that work as well. And that's reminding me of the do the work card that's right here, which is exactly why you're saying, it's like you're looking at somebody saying, is that my partner? Are they doing the work? I don't know. You're in consideration. Is this my partner? And I feel like absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. You listen, right? You take it in from an unbiased point. You listen to them, but you're telling them, like, at some point, you have to take accountability for continuing to allow this situation and circumstance to continue. You know, you only got so many times to tell me the same boo-hoo. You can only tell me the same story so many times. With the I'm leaving in the Five of Wands, oh boy. Their feelings are all kinds of crazy right now. They don't know if they're coming or going. They don't know if they're fighting or trying to cooperate. They don't know what they're doing, okay? But this is a huge test for this person. I've never had the Five of Wands scream test to me, but today it's screaming test to me. We have 3 guys in here, and I have 2 girls in here, just so you know, like for somebody message. But let me see. The Seven of Wands. I'm standing my ground. I'm just going to stick it out. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stick it out. And the Eight of Wands. And things will get better. 78 was a year that was great. Let me just say that. And what else? And their steps in order, right? Oh, Three of Cups. Joy and celebration, friends and siblings, good times, good drinks, and good people. What is this? And the Nine of Pentacles by theirself. Okay, well, they're clearly conflicted because on one hand they say, oh no, I'm just going to stick it out because, you know, things will get better. Ooh, child, things are going to get easier. Thank you for the Cash App you sent me, Marley and T. I really appreciate that because I get 100% of that, baby. Every one of them dollars you sent me goes to my account. I don't have to split it with YouTube. That's great because YouTube got great funding. They should really pay more. You know what? I was laughing because I was looking at my YouTube studio, the backside information from my laptop. Earlier today, I was putting the end cards in. And I noticed on my shorts, like some of my shorts, they're paying me a penny for. Some of them, they're paying 2 pennies. It's so funny. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, I'm leaving. So one hand, they're saying, I'm going to stick it out. Things are going to get better. We'll get back together and it'll be better than ever. But on the other hand, they're also saying they're leaving. So they want to stick it out, but they feel like they need to leave. Right? They know they need, because this is a real fucking fight. I mean, for some of you, like this was like something was thrown across the room type of shit. Okay. It's too many conflicting lifestyles, too many conflicting ideas, too many conflicting fucking issues here, too many conflicting, again, lifestyles, ways of being. Like, we don't even deal with shit the same way. The way you handle conflict and issues is to fucking run away. I don't run away from shit. You need to sit down and talk to me, and let's understand each other with the multifaceted awareness. We need to have a conversation. This is a learning opportunity. It's not meant to run away just because we don't see eye to eye. But if, again, this person already showed like they're not learning, they're not growing, they're not changing, they're not realizing shit, well, what the fuck are you supposed to do with that? Like, I sound like you need to go home to your mama. Oh, okay, that part. Mama, let's go over here with the thank you card with the King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here? Show me more. We have the Eight of Swords. Staying focused. Eight of Swords. Okay. So they are really focused on what? What are they focused on? The King of Pentacles. My word is my bond. You really gonna do this to me? You said you would be here. Yeah, I said as long as it makes sense, I'll be right here. I ain't leaving nowhere. As long as you keep being true blue, I heard as long as you keep being true blue, I'll be right here. Oh, they forgot the conditions to I'll be right here. You know, because presence has conditions. Your love may be unconditional, but presence has all kinds of conditions. Like, we don't let... Could you imagine letting somebody in your home that smells like they've been crawling around the sewers, or like, you know, 2-month-old body odor? Like, you're not riding in my car. Like, legit, there is this girl that hangs around this social group, and I can't be around her because anytime she's been around, all I smell is funk. Like, her body odor, like gross, like fucking the gym, like in the gym, people just sweating all over the place. No, like, just ew. I can't. Some shit you have, trust and believe, we all have. Okay, you know. It's certain things a person could do that you just like, This person, whatever you said, you got them stuck in their head. Okay. King of Pentacles is tried and true. Okay. Loyal and faithful. Honest to a fault sometimes. And the Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands come with the Two of Cups. Oh, wow. Tribe, did you tell them that you don't feel like I don't feel like you're my partner? But thank you. I mean, thank you for this opportunity, but it just doesn't feel like, I don't feel like we connect like that. I don't feel like we have that kind of a connection. The kind that you think we have, I don't feel like it's there. That's what it looks like. We have the Two of Pentacles right here. And this is in their heads. So now what I'm glad I picked her up by herself, because she just showed me like two opposite energies, right? You're like the fucking sun, and she is like a canteen of water. You know, a canteen of water, it might carry quite a bit of water, but that water ain't gonna last that fucking long, bro. You know it, and I know it. A canteen full of water will empty right quick in a hurry. Let it be a hot enough day in the desert where it looked like she's standing. But you the sun. You can dry up. You could dehydrate all the water in her canteen right quick in a hurry with the heat from the sun, baby. And she trying to lasso the sun. Your little lasso finna burn up, baby. It's just gonna get disintegrated. Let me see. And it just feels like she's trying to pull together two things that just don't go together. And she's trying to figure out how that works. Magician. How can I convince them? How can I just get the tribe to see, like, no, I really am your partner. Yes, I really am the one you want to be with. How do I get them to see that? King of Cups. I need them to love me. I want them to love me. Oh my God, I need them to want me. I want you to want me too. Five of Pentacles, but you don't want me. You don't want nothing to do with me. You're saying you're leaving me alone. How are you really going to do this to me? OMG, I just remembered that. Oh, Lord of mercy. So I have to tell you this sidebar message. This could be completely relevant for somebody because they literally are telling me to tell you, and they're giving it to me to say it right now. Okay? This card was created when I took the phone back from the last woman that I thought I was dating. Like, I need the phone and the watch. Thank you. And that was literally was her response. Are you really going to give this? Are you really going to do this to me? And I just stood there repeating phone and watch. Now. Phone and watch. Now, this is like, give me my shit and get the fuck out. Give me my shit. And they're like, are you really going to do this to me? They're so left out alone. Like, well, I mean, whose fucking fault is that? That part. Ace of Swords. Yes, get the fuck out. Yes, this is a sword that cuts. So what they really are trying to do is you've said very strongly, you use the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is that sword that cuts both ways. And you said goodbye. And they're like, no, I need you to love me. I need your attention. I need your son. I need your love. Yeah. It's like, baby, if it was love, number one, you wouldn't have to beg for it, okay? And we're just going to leave it there. Because number one, you wouldn't have to beg for it. You wouldn't have to try to manipulate for it. You wouldn't have to try to deceive and convince and all that shit. If it's, I just said this to somebody. Love is so fucking easy. If you got to try to persuade them, convince them, and explain to them that they need to love you or you're leaving, like, what the fuck? Why aren't you gone already? You should have been gone by the time that it came to the point where you had to explain to a motherfucker that they needed to love you. Like, you should have been gone, long gone by that time. Like, they shouldn't even be able to smell the exhaust or see the dust from your fucking tires. I'm just saying. You should have been gone by that point. Loving is easy. Love is easy, yeah. So don't you make it hard, okay? Love is easy. Don't you make it hard. It's not supposed to be hard. Love is easy. Yeah, it's not hard to love unless you don't want to love. Lord of mercy. I'm really like trying to look up the lyrics to this and it's trying to give me everything but what I typed in. Stop changing it. I swear that song was from her. Yes, okay. It's still, why isn't it coming in? It's still not giving me the lyrics, so I'm going to quit that because what the fuck? Oh, yeah, message. I heard the message, yo. I heard the fucking message. I heard the message. It's not giving you what it's supposed to give you. You know it's there. Love is really fucking easy. It's not supposed to be so fucking hard. And here it is. I should be able to plop. I might have the artist name in, granted. Oh, I might have the wrong artist name in, granted. However, I should be able to put lyrics and it should come up. Not whatever the fuck that was that came up. That would not it. Whatever that was that came up, it was not it. So, I mean, but it's there. It's there. It's just not right here where you're looking. You got to go to another app. Oh, Lord of mercy. It's LMA. You had the wrong artist. Lord of mercy. It wasn't her. It was LMA. Yes. It was LMA, not her. Okay, so you had the wrong artist. It's so, okay. Thank you. The name of the song is Easy. It's from LMA, MAI. And the thing of it is, you were going to the wrong person. That person is not the person to love you. Otherwise, love would be easy. Right? Yeah. Let's see why the Ten of Pentacles is here. I'm just staring at the cards. Let me see why Ten of Pentacles is here. With they're jealous. I saw it. Why is that there? The Ten of Swords. The end. A 10 on a 10. That's all the end. That's the end of the idea. That's the end of the physical experience. That's the end of living together. We need these divorce papers. This is where it's time to separate everything. You better sell anything we have in common. It's time to fucking go. The end, bitch. The end. Ace of Pentacles. I need to be by myself. I need to get the fuck up out of here. I'm ready for a fresh start, new beginning. As a matter of fact, just keep all that shit. I don't even want none of that shit. You keep all that shit. Just get the fuck away from me. Get far the fuck away from me. Don't come around here no more. I won't be around here no more. Oh, okay. Let me see. Queen of Cups. And there's the jealousy. I heard, and there's the jealousy. The death. Because you left them. Oh, I heard they're jealous of anybody that gets to be next to you. Because they don't. They want to be right next to you. They want to be right next to you, and they don't get to be in that position. Oh, wow. With another 10 at the bottom, the 10 of Cups. Oh, that's the end of this shit. That's the end of this. And I'm holding it upside down. I am. Yeah, that's the end of this. It's over. Okay? You are looking for a whole real idea. You had an idea, tribe. I just feel like you or this person had an idea. Somebody had an idea that y'all could really go together for a period of time. And come to find out, no, this don't go together. These puzzle, baby, you are a whole nother puzzle. And the piece of the puzzle that they're trying to fill into your it belongs to a whole different puzzle. But the picture ain't even the same. You know, you got a picture of a sun. They got a picture of a canteen. Like, just because they're both round don't mean it's the same. It's a different one. That goes to that other puzzle. That puzzle ain't here. Why are you trying to shove your puzzle piece into my puzzle? Because that one goes with that one over there, over there. It's not her. It's LMA. Who the fuck is LMA? You know what I'm talking about. I need LMA. Where's my LMA? I need a real LMA. I need the right one, the right artist to go with this lyrics that understands that love is easy, easy, yeah. So don't you make it hard. Like, if it's love, you're not going to have to force nothing. You're not going to have to twist arms. You're not going to have to fucking convince nobody. They going to want this shit as much as you want this shit if it's love. If it's love, they going to be talking about, let's give them something to talk about. All about love. Okay. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. Absolutely. If that's what it is. And if it ain't that, then what are you looking for? Why are you still poking your nose around it, you know? And Tribe's probably told themselves that. Tribe, I feel like you did tell yourself that. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I even playing myself with this bullshit right here? Why do I play these games with these people? What the fuck was I thinking? Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Okay. Let's get into the real life tarot deck. Y'all know I've been loving working with this. Show me some more. Okay, yeah. They said just let the first one, and there it is. Let the first one come and pull off the top. Okay, so they ain't trying to bother you with too much shuffling. I mean, you already know if you've been here before. If you're new, then you're about to find out that anything I hear or say, I'm going to say to you and share it with you. But let's see what else we have. Oh, the gamer. I like these cards. They're starting to develop their own meaning. It did not come with a guidebook, but they're starting to really speak to me in the sense, I mean, they always have since the first time I pulled them out. But in this, the gamer is like, oh no, the computer's off. I'm not playing this game. Game over. Again, yesterday we had that phrase too. The game over was here yesterday, right? Yeah, I heard because it's so easy to fall in love with me. Yeah, that's what I heard because it's so easy to fall in love with me. Okay. I mean, I heard that's facts. I heard you give them every reason to fall in love with you, baby. You make it so easy. They had to be a damn fool, dense, just so traumatized. It's so easy to fall in love with me, is the energy. Yeah. I mean, I just see you like, I'm done. I quit. Oh, snap. How did I not see that before? Why is there a diaper on the desk? That's a diaper. Diaper on the desk. Like, oh, you a baby. You ain't ready for this. I can't play with you. If I play with you, you're going to get your feelings all fucked up. It's remind me of some Bad Bunny song in Spanish, and he said something about uh I can't fall in love because I'll just break your heart, something like that. I know it, but I can't. It's not coming to me right now because I'm speaking English. It's just not coming to me right now. But yeah, you don't want to fall in love with me. Yo quisiera enamorarme, pero no puedo. Pero no puedo. Yo voy a romperte corazón, voy a romperte corazón. No te enamores de mí, no te enamores de mí. Shorty, yo soy así. Ah, okay, yeah. So he's like, yeah, I wanted to fall in love, but I can't. He's like, don't fall in love with me. Don't fall in love with me. I'm gonna break your heart. Yeah. Don't fall in love with me. I'm gonna break your heart. You ain't ready for baby, they ain't ready to fall in love with you, okay? Because it's so easy to fall in love with me. Okay. With the screenplay, you already know your lines. You know what to do. You already know what to do here. Don't fall, you baby. Don't come over here. You get your heart broke fucking around over here. I ain't afraid to break your heart. And at the end of the day, I know that if I break your heart, you needed a broken heart. So I don't even feel bad about it. You don't want to come over here. You go get your feelings hurt. You gonna get your heart broke. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna think twice about it. If you get your heart broke, that's your fault, not my fault. Cause I ain't doing nothing to you. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna talk the way I talk. I'm gonna know what I know. I'm gonna be true blue. And then you go get offended too. Let me see. With the awestruck and the page of wands. Oh, look at that. We have the fidget spinner. So that's what you say to yourself. Well, I mean, I could sit here and waste some time. I can. It's somebody. This is like you say. Well, it's somebody to hang out with. It's somebody to hang out with. But it's like, it's not really satisfying. It's like, this feels like those nights where I go to the bar. I'm like, why the fuck did y'all bring me to the bar? I'd be asking my spirit time, why the fuck did we come to the bar? I would have been happier sitting on my sofa right now. Or why the fuck did we even leave the house? What was the point of all this? We're just spinning our wheels for what? And then, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. They needed your energy. They needed somebody who was going to be cutthroat, put them emotions on the side. Girl, put your big girl panties on and talk to them with real talk. Exactly. Exactly that. And talk to them with some real talk. And stop fucking babying them. Stop pussyfooting and walking on pins. And it's not that you did it, but what I'm seeing is whoever this is, they're used to people pussyfooting around them and walking on pins and needles around them and just coddling them and babying them. instead of giving them the real deal, you know. I always tell my children when they were little, I said, you know what? I'm teaching you this shit at home. You could be mad if you want to. But if I don't teach you this at home, you gonna go around out there, and then you gonna fuck around and find out and somebody teach you, and it's gonna not be with no love in it at all. And that's really gonna suck for you. So you're gonna learn this shit at home. You could get mad at me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, butch. Take care of your feelings. Take care of your own heart. What the fuck? Well, I want to play with you. I don't want to play this game with you. Oh, you're trying to make me responsible for how you feel. Oh, that part. Let me see over here. What else about the trial? Oh. They want you to tell them what they want to hear from you. And you know it. And you're like, I'm not playing this game with you. Because if I try to lie to you, you would see it written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Because it's written all over your face. You said, if I try to lie to you, if I tell you anything other than the truth, you're gonna know I'm lying to you. Everybody knows I'm lying to you. Like, I can't do it because my face don't look right with the big ass fucking Pinocchio nose on it. Yeah. You and your disorder could get the fuck on down the road, bro. We don't need that shit over here, I heard. You and your disorder to get the fuck on down the road. Go tell your mama. Go see your doctor. Go see your fucking psychiatrist, whoever the fuck you need, but get the fuck away from me. I'm not finna tell you what the fuck you think you want to hear from me. Because that's child's play. You already seen this. Again, with the screenplay. So the screenplay gets memorized, right? Oh, that whole part. The screenplay gets memorized. You already seen this script. You got this script memorized. You done heard all this shit before. I heard it all before. I was at home. That wasn't my car you saw. Baby, I swear it wasn't me. You lime up the fuck who? Okay, yeah. That's what I called you. Okay. What else do we have for my tribe? Child's play. It's fucking some baby shit. This isn't even middle school. This isn't even high school. This ain't even no fucking elementary. This is just some baby shit. They just want to be babied. Everybody babies them. They used to dealing with a bunch of emotional babies, mental babies, okay, and spiritual babies too. I heard, and spiritual babies too. They don't know, I mean, what it's like to deal with anybody with some sort of emotional intelligence, some sort of maturity, some sort of, spiritual stability. Okay. What else, tribe? The deleter. Are you gonna do this to me? And look, the phone. I bet she do wish she had chucked that fucking phone before she came home. I bet she do. But guess what? Give me my fucking phone and get the fuck on. The deleter. I'll just delete your ass. Tribe. You just delete. Yeah. They don't know that it was, and that's why they didn't understand that your rejecting them was protecting them from shit they ain't ready for. Number one, they ain't ready. Number two, they don't know what to do with it if they had it anyways. And number three, like, they can't swim in these kind of waters. They don't know how to swim in these waters. Because pigs don't fly, bitch. Okay, when pigs fly. Pigs don't fly, bitch. Okay, that's what I heard. Yeah, I'm calling folks out of their name tonight. We're being all kinds of disrespectful because they being disrespectful. They got mad. Yeah, I'm gonna find out more. Let me see some more because they got emotional issues over here. They feel alienated from you. They feel like they should just go hide in a cave. Then I'm just gonna leave. That's the way they play. That's part of their game. That's part of their game. This is like somebody that wants the privileges of being with you, but don't want to act like they're actually with you. I don't know where I just saw it, but I just seen it somewhere. Like it was two girls together, but every time there was people around, like they had to pretend like they weren't. So somebody was still living in the fucking closet. Bitch, I'm cleaning out your closet today. Okay? And that's gay talk. Yes, it is. But you get the message. Somebody was hiding. They were hiding this shit. What were they hiding? They were hiding some shit. They only want to... I mean, I understand. I like a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets too. However, I need, if you're my lady in the streets, well, let it be known that you're my lady in the streets. Okay. Let me see some more with this. The magician. Yeah. Well, maybe I can trick them. They feel like you tricked them. They feel like you tricked them because, really they tricked themselves. I heard really they tricked themselves. Whatever tricks they had, it's like they were not prepared for you to confront that shit so head on, see it immediately. And whether it's okay, because now they're showing me some of you tribe, this wasn't about like a relationship between you and this person, but it's like you and this person talking about their relationship possibly. I just saw that. They cut me off with that. Wow. Show me more. Amazon package. Just leave the packages at the door. Nobody's home. The shit is stacked up and nobody's home. They're jealous because you got money. They're jealous because you got attention. They're jealous because you get all these gifts. OMG. OMG. That sounds like a personal problem, don't it? I mean, it does to me. Yeah. Delete, delete, delete. We got the delete button coming out again. And I don't think we've seen every single card in this deck still, but we'll find out more. Yeah, you delete it. There's something about their energy. Okay, we have the anxiety card with the nails, fingernails over here. Lord of mercy. Okay, so somebody over here, like whenever they came around you, like your energy was acting up. And you're like, oh, I know when this happens to me, it means that. You saw that. You saw how your physical body responded to something with this person. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you're telling this person, hey, when you feel that way, that's your body's way of letting you know, like, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Let me see. The holier than thou. Boobies, I heard. I heard not just anybody could touch these no-nos or no-nos. Like I said earlier with this page of pentacles, it looked like a cookie. I'll hold on to my cookie. Thank you very much. I will hold on to my cookie. Yes, these titties are sacred. No, you can't touch them. No, you don't get to see them. The surprise. That's why Awestruck was here. Okay. You blew somebody's mind when you said what you said with all the honesty, and you didn't play no games with them and lied to them, and you were not a yes man. You were not just going to agree with them. You were not just going to go along with their demands, whatever it was, some sort of game playing. You're like, no, thank you. I'm not playing the game with you. I don't like that game. I don't play that kind of game. Oh. Calm. Take a fucking chill pill. It was funny because while they were having a whole childish baby tantrum, because they're just showing me all these babies over here, you know how children who are completely emotionally out of it will throw themselves on the ground and kicking and screaming? That's what I just saw. That's a real tantrum, right? This person was like a tantrum. Yeah. Throwing a tantrum. Because of control. But now I'm all grown up. You don't get to control me, bitch. What you thought? You had access to push buttons? Please. And you just stay calm. Oh, Lord of mercy. What else? Receipts. Oh, you thought you had receipts on me. You have one receipt. Bitch, I got a whole book of them. It's in my screenplay folder. That folder that says screenplay on it, those are all the receipts I have. I have a book full of them. They're organized by date, by time, and everything. You only have one receipt. And this receipt is new. This shit just happened. You want to get on to me about how I'm doing you today, but you want to forget the book full of receipts of all the shit I did. I got receipts on you for doing to me before we got to today. I mean, so there's that. You had a whole book that you're like, they have, well, I got receipt on you. This is what you're doing to, are you really going to do that to me? Bitch, did you see everything you did before I did that to you? Or did you completely forget that? I'm sure you did, didn't you? Let me remind you. You did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all the way down to Z. And now let's get to the numbers. Or are we going double A, double B, double C, double... How do you want to do this? Because I got a book full of receipts for you. You have one receipt. You could complain about one thing I did to you, but you really can't because you did such a lot of shit before I even did that one thing to you, and that's gonna be the last thing I do to you. Oh, that whole part. Like that will be the last favor you get from me is walking the fuck away from you. I heard some of y'all really gangster, like from the hood. You want to fuck bitches up and stuff because I heard, yeah, it's better for me. This is gonna be the last thing I do, and you gonna take it real bad. But I'm gonna get the fuck away from you before I fuck you up. Okay, that's the way I heard it. I can't sugarcoat this shit for folks who don't like grown up language. Yeah, they definitely conflict. Look, this is gaslighting energy because the conflict is next to the magician, and that's the fake food. It's not real. And so, they're trying to sell you a fake bill of goods, trying to make you responsible for something that was never your fault, trying to make you feel like it's your fault that they feel the way they do. Bitch, those are your emotions. Those come from inside of you. You better learn how to handle your emotions. Okay, you better go get you some therapy, a counselor, some fucking medicine. What do you need? Maybe you need to go on learn to meditate or something, baby. But yeah, no. I'm not buying that shit. That's not mine. I don't make you feel nothing. You feel how the fuck you feel. I said what I said. That I'm responsible for. I said what I said, and what I said was facts. I said what I said, and what I said was facts. How the fuck you feel about that? I'm not accountable for it. Your feelings are your own. Figure your shit out. Figure your fucking shit out. And when I tell you this person was really trying to devise a way to get at you, and because I'm seeing the whole thing with the phone and the ex, it's like at some point my spirit, and I see it in the comments too, at some point my spirit was like, my spirit told me don't eat anything she prepares for you ever again. And I literally stopped eating. It's like, oh, I made food if you want to eat. No, thank you. I'll make my own food. I started, when Spirit told me that, I didn't let that bitch serve me a glass of water. And trust and believe, she was trying to serve me in every fucking way possible. I said, don't go in my, first thing was, don't go in my room no more. And don't touch shit. Don't clean my laundry. Don't make me, don't none of it. Stay out of my room. Don't touch my laundry. I'll do my own laundry. I'm used to living by myself. I can do all the shit by my fucking self. And then it was like, yep, don't make me coffee no more. Because I'll wake up. She already been made my coffee. I told her, stop making me coffee. I didn't even tell her. I left her a note. I said, don't make my coffee. She was only supposed to be my roommate, by the way. That was what I actually agreed to, was roommate. So message tribe, don't allow yourself to be bullied into a relationship because you're trying to be a decent person to somebody else. Because, yeah, they have other ideas. And when the Spirit told me not to eat the food no more, I knew that was something really crazy. It took all that for me to finally realize. Because sometimes you feel like, damn, the fucking veil was over my... How did I not see this shit? It wasn't meant for you to see it until you did. That's one of the things I do know. Yeah. Sometimes you're allowed to sit in a situation for a purpose. And then your spirit team will reveal to you everything that's going on when it's time for you to take appropriate action based on that knowledge. And apparently it had something to do with when you said, you know what, fuck this mission. You can have this damn mission back. I don't even want to do this mission no more. I quit. You're like, I resign. I'm doing this. Some bullshit right here. Okay. They wanted you to make them feel better with the comfort pet. They really wanted you to be their comforter. They were very focused on appearances. They were very focused on appearances, and you made them look better. You make them look better, tribe. That's legit right there too. You made them look so much better. They never looked so good until they were standing next to the tribe. Honey, it is a privileged position. It is a privileged position. They try to catfish you. This is, for some of you, this is a person who tried to play like they had more money than they did. For some of you, this was a person who tried to play like they actually had family values. For somebody else, this was a person who tried to play like they actually had spiritual values, like they were a spiritual person, like they were really about the energy and these higher level, profound, deep ass conversations that we have. But after the first, I don't know how quickly did that come to a stop, because I got a week, a month, and then they couldn't keep up the conversation no more. They wasn't interested in talking that shit never again. And you're like, what happened to all the fucking spiritual shit we used to talk about when this shit started? Where the fuck, where'd that go? Well, you know, this is like when they first come in, oh, they want to talk to the kids and they want to play with the kids and everything is all good. And then later come to find out, like they treat their own kids like shit, or, you know, now they ignoring your kids, act like they don't hear them, and oh, now they don't want to play no more. Oh, okay. So you were just trying to use everybody around here to get in good, make it look like something. Yes, exactly. A spirit said yes, exactly that. So now moving forward, you just finna roll one up, you know. You know, it's giving me this song from Kelly Musgraves, "Follow Your Arrow." Yeah. If you save yourself a marriage, you're a bore. If you don't save yourself a marriage, you're a horrible person. If you won't have a drink, then you're a prude. But they'll call you a drunk as soon as you found down the first one. Okay? If you can't lose weight, then you're just fat. But if you lose too much, then you're on crack. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well just do whatever you want. Yeah, kiss lots of boys or kiss lots of girls, if that's what you're into. When the straight and narrow gets a little too straight, roll up a joint. I would. And swallow your, and follow your arrow wherever it points. Yeah, follow your arrow wherever it points. Yeah, roll up a joint, or don't. I would. Okay. Yeah. Well, now that we're not spending all this money and this time was free, I got time to take care of my garden. Let's do it grow. Now, something else though, beyond that, it's like, this is not in a greenhouse. This is not in a greenhouse. This is not in, if it's somebody's yard, what the fuck kind of yard? How the hell did this weed grow here? How did we get marijuana in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, Follow Your Arrow from Casey Musgraves. That's a great lyrics in that song, you guys. I fucking love that song. How the fuck did this grow here in the middle of nowhere? I feel like that's you. I feel like, tribe, there's no sensible reason for you to be as cushy and as potent and as powerful as you are with your sacred self, because this is a sacred plant. Look at you. When they like, you in the middle of nowhere. Ain't nobody around here feeding, nourishing, reciprocating, you know, balancing with you. But you do it, you grow on your own. Okay. You just popped up out of nowhere. Where'd you come from, tribe? Where you come from, baby? Okay. Oh, and we have the shit coin. Oh, Lord of mercy. S. It's a Bitcoin. It's S on it. Interesting. Somebody gonna be big balling. I just saw that. Somebody gonna be big balling. I see you big balling as you're being recognized. Like, oh, wow, okay. as you're being recognized, it's like all of a sudden I just see like you're putting yourself in first position. Why did I never saw this in this coin before? This is it's kind of a little bit of a stretch, but maybe you'll see it too. Literally, I saw Isis this time when I looked at this card. The decoration, it says Isis. I see Isis. I do. I can't lie. I can only tell you what I see. And I saw Isis because I'm trying to figure out this coin. It says blockchain. Blockchain. And then I heard chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. It's like you have a lot of long chain of fools that you done had to go through to get here, baby. And now you're Isis? Okay. A whole goddess up in here? All right. Let's see some more. The Matrix, this card is today giving me Neo. Like, Neo, you are the one. Okay. The freaking third nipple, Lord of mercy. It's not a nipple. It's those little things that pops off of their body. I'm just saying. You Neo. The broken bed. Oh, yeah. There's no going back to that. Once that bed is broken, you just throw that shit out and get you a new one. Like I said, you keep all this shit. I'm fucking out of here. Don't come around me no more. The troll. They don't even look like you. Like, you're beautiful. I don't see. Where's your body at in here? Where's the cut? You need to show me what the tri body look like. Because, baby, you're beautiful. And this motherfucking troll, that's all they're going to be able to do is sit around and troll behind you. And while they're in debt, Lord of mercy, they're going to have to learn this lesson for a long time to come. I see that, too. Oh, and Spirit's about to give them a booster shot. Okay, they get a booster shot. Oh. Is that what their problem is? Is that why they react and throw tantrums like that? Because they have like nanobot technology controlling their mentality. They have like MK Ultra controlling their brain because they susceptible. They got too much fucking chemicals in their body. Lord of mercy. Oh, split personality than a motherfucker. Wow, that's not even like a Gemini double person. This person got 3 whole heads. They all different ethnicities. When I tell you, didn't I tell you this person had all kinds of internal emotional chaos? Well, now we know why. Someone got split personality disorder. OMG. Wow. I think there's another term for that. Yeah, you got to be careful with these people. You don't know who the fuck they going to wake up and be. That's what I learned. Yeah. I had one, and I swear she had. Every morning, I used to wonder who this bitch finna wake up being to me today. Because some days she wake up and she fucking love me. Other days she wake up and she couldn't stand me. And some days she woke up and she just act like I didn't exist. And I didn't know which bitch she was waking up to be on any given day of the week. Lord of mercy. And that's because their own head is split. Like, they can't be real when they don't even know who the fuck they are. How the fuck they supposed to see who you are, baby? You all this magic walking around here, and they don't feel like they fit in anywhere. So that feeling of not belonging for them, like they let that make them weird too. Because if you have any kind of common sense and you feel like you don't belong, but you know you want to be here, well then you kind of mingle and you socialize and you start to rub elbows with folks and maybe meet some folks, right? This person here, though, it's like with different people, they have a whole different personality. Interesting. But it's because you don't know who they woke up to be today. And you never will. Because they be switching. They switch it up all the time. I mean, I go both ways, but only with women. This person goes every fucking which way they could go. This person, you don't know if they might slip. Okay, I'm just going to stop that train of thought. But if you know, then you know. Let's keep going. What else? Moving back in. Oh, Wrong answer. Maybe I can sneak back. I told you they were trying to figure out a way to sneak back in. No, you can't. You're not sneaking back in nowhere. The fuck out. What do you think you're doing around here? The road trip. Bye. I just heard bye. Go anywhere but here. Bye. They might even try sending you gifts, or oh wow, that's so freaking childish. You know what they just showed me loud and clear? This person's going to have something important sent to, or a package or something like that sent to your house with their name on it, so that you can break silence and contact them and let them know that they have a package at your house. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm telling you now, don't even do it. Absolutely not. With the situation, the landlord. Devil energy up in there. Somebody a boss. And you trigger the heck out of people when you delete them. And they're going to call you evil because you don't do what the fuck they want you to. It's funny how quickly people will call you evil when you don't do what they want you to. And again, it reminds me of that story that I heard through social media. It just popped up on my algorithm on Instagram. I can't even tell you where it came from. But they say if you beat a man for 100 days and on the 101st day you stop beating him and you don't beat him, he's going to say thank you. But if you feed a man for 100 days and on the 101st day you don't feed him, he's going to attack you. He's going to be angry. He's going to go off. Because now he didn't build an expectation. And this landlord card, there's a whole devil up in here, looks like somebody thinks they can control you. Somebody thinks they could control you and take the sacredness and delete the sacredness out of you. Wow. That's what they thought they could do, is get you to stop acting in a sacred way. And that one receipt they have, that's their accusation. But hold on. Even the human law says if you kill a motherfucker that's on your property, like, they should have listened to you and backed the fuck off. If you kill somebody that's sexually violating your body or something like that, there's self-defense. You got one receipt on me, but what about this book full of receipts I got on all the shit you did, ho? Is the energy. Yeah. And yeah, you're not playing the game. This control is not plugged in. You've unplugged their control. Aww. Oh, Lord of mercy. And all that food went right down the garbage disposal because we weren't fun to eat that shit. We're not eating the shit you cooked. Don't feed me yours, cause your food does not endure. I think I need a cup of tea. The world keeps burning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. And I just heard it. That's why you don't go to karaoke no more, man. Because you just be singing with the tribe all the time and you just be satisfied with that. Those are facts. Yeah, absolutely. What else do we have? The revolving door. Oh, they think this is a revolving door. Bitch, I locked it. What? And now what? And now what? And now what? Okay. With this fake ass shit. It's processed. It's programmed. It's meant to dumb you down. Yeah, there's a hole in the road. I just feel like this is just repeat. They want to take a chance. Why? They want to see if they can lose against you again, I guess. A microdoser. And there's further evidence that you don't need to be eating anything from somebody because of the fact that they might be putting some drugs in your food or some medicine or some sleeping pills or any fucking thing. Menace, because they up to something. They up to no good. Up to no good, folks, is up to no good. That's just what they do. The night owl. They be trying to look for you at your old haunts and you just don't show up. That's what I heard. They're trying to look for your old haunts and you don't show up there. What's at the bottom of this deck? Is the ghost. Oh, yeah, because you gone. Okay, well, that's good. Well, with all that, let's see. Let's get some, let's switch gears here. And let's get some, okay, yeah, let's do that. They said, they just showed me like, yeah, get rid of all this shit. Let's just get rid of all this shit and switch gears. All this shit gotta go. Out of the way. Thank you. Okay, and we'll switch gears. Let's get you some Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards and see what Spirit wants to say to you that actually is something that will benefit you to hear right now. Okay. Because I feel like you're good, tribe. Your energy feels like decisive. Your energy feels very final. Your energy feels resolved and resolute. Okay. Which is kind of the same word, isn't it? It's just two ways of saying the same thing. Oh, is that what you had to do? You had to say the same thing in multiple ways to get your point across? Well... Oh, Lord of mercy. What else do we have for my beautiful tribe of love and peace and happiness? Please and thank you. What do we have? Okay, tribe. It says, stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. Okay. Message. I haven't heard that song in ages. Yeah. Anywhere where you've been self-ridiculing and wondering, well, what's wrong with me? Why don't they? You worried about the wrong damn thing. You need to be asking yourself, why do you fucking want somebody like that anyways? And I see that you don't try, but at one point you might have. What else? And maybe that's it. You're saying to yourself, okay, I can see that as well for some of you. You're saying to yourself, why do I keep falling for these fools? Well, I mean, there's a reason for everything. And you may not understand it all now, but at some point you will. If nothing else, it's practice, baby. Yeah. Let's see what else for the tribe. What do you have for my tribe? Yeah, because so people think the first time you say no to a certain experience, right, that you're going to be saying no for the only time. No, that's not usually how it works. From my experience and my observation as well, both in my life and others' lives that I've coached, I've observed that, you know, when you break a pattern, a habit, because I saw the chain. In other words, in the past, maybe you did fall for the bullshit that whoever this was brought your way from somebody else, or maybe from the same person. But either way, when you break a pattern, what happens is you're going to have more experiences come out so that you can get better at continuing to break the pattern, if that makes sense. You're going to break that pattern over and over again until it finally shatters. I've given you this example before. It's like the higher levels of Candy Crush game where you have the little steel door and you got to hit that thing like 5 times before it finally busts open. Yeah. Let's see what else came out for you, tribe. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. Well, it's great that you realize that your souls are connected, but it'll be even better if you realize that your souls are connected, but not in the way that this person want to be connected to you. That'll be even better, tribe. Yes, you do have a connection with somebody, and yes, the shit does hurt, but at the same time, like, you are not meant to put up with this type of treatment, this type of bullshit, these fucking game playing and manipulations and stuff. You don't have to put up with that, but it is there, and if it keeps happening, it's definitely showing you something. And it's like, when you finally figure it out, then you can change the cycle. But as long as you know you're responding and having the same energy, ideas, and beliefs about it, it's still going to be there, because that means you haven't finished your lesson yet. You have to finish your lesson. Eat all the food on your plate. I heard you have to eat all the food on your plate. Okay. In other words, spirit is feeding you stuff. Spirit is feeding you what you need through these experiences. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. When you realize that you are what the fuck is of value in this situation, then you will treat yourself as valuable. But as long as you think that that person is something so fantastic, let me tell you, for anybody who's still suffering from a heartbreak right now about somebody, you really, and you got all these reasons why, you know, all these hurts from this person. They hurt me so much. They did this, they did that to me. They always did this, that, and the other to me. Well, why are you so upset to lose them? Your own soul is celebrating that this person is not around you. It's not a loss, it's a gain. Again, you gained your freedom in this situation, right? And the reason why you sad and crying and boo-hooing is because your soul is not in alignment with your thinking and your perspective. Otherwise, you'd feel fucking fantastic. When you realize like you're better off and you are grateful that you had what you needed to in you to make such a powerful change in direction for yourself, then you'll feel better. When you realize like that person came for a reason and a season, and boy, I learned some lessons, but I don't deserve to be treated that way. I don't deserve to be in that type of a situation. They never really did go into the specifics of what the situation was, other than, you know, they definitely was up to some sort of shenanigans and had some sort of plans, and it had something to do with jealousy, possibly and likely over finances, right? But when you're in alignment with yourself, you don't feel bad. You feel good. You don't feel distraught and bothered as much. And maybe not at all. It just depends on how close this person really was to you, right? And maybe how long you were trapped in the illusions of trying to force something to be something that it clearly was not. It all depends on those things. So, but once you get in alignment, you'll stop crying. That's what they said. Okay. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. And look, it's like this dragon. Like, why are you sitting here boo-hooing? It's like the dragon and you're saying, baby, why are you sitting here boo-hooing? Your highest self is saying, you're the power in this situation. What are you losing? You're losing anything that was not good for you. That's all you're losing. That's not something to be all upset about. You're okay, right? And I feel like most of the tribe, like, you really get that. There might be a couple of you who's finally making some realizations while we're talking about it. But I do sense that most of the tribe, like, you had to figure this out at some point. All right, let's see what else do we have for my tribe at this time. Most important messages. It says never make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Is that what it was? Were you trying to figure that out in this situation, tribe? Were you trying to figure out, are these feelings that I'm feeling, like, is this worth acting on? Or am I just, am I making a big deal out of nothing? Were you questioning yourself? Was the gaslighting, like, actually presenting you with conflict internally about the situation? It looks like possibly so. It really does look like possibly so. And you can still miss this person, but I heard if you would realize that what you actually miss is the illusion you were holding on to in your head about who and what this person was in your life, you'll be all right. Because it wasn't what this person actually was. It was this idea you had about what you want for yourself, and you trying to plug that person in, but they don't fit here. This is not where they belong. What does not belong here in this picture? Okay. Show me more about the tribe, please, and thank you. What is the message, most important message here for the tribe? Because, we're here to empower you. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. This is giving the idea that tribe, because this is in the position of on the other side of the table. On the other side of the table, you got a clean canvas. What you going to put on it this time? Like that other canvas, you already put something on it, you know, and it turned a lot darker than you had planned, but it was what it was. It was what it was. You finished that up, put your signature on it, and move the fuck on. You probably sold the piece already. I'm just saying. If you sold a piece of art today, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I did too. But yeah, now what you have is a clean canvas. Make sure what you put on it is, you know, what you really want to put on it. You're not forced to put any certain colors or mediums on your canvas. As the artist of your life, you get to select what you're using in the canvas of your life. There's a position where you now have room to create a new work of art for yourself. And it doesn't have to look anything like what it has been in the past at all. Does not have to. Unnecessary. What else do we have for the tribe? This one wants to come so bad. And it says, according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. That's from Plato's Symposium. This is an old, archaic fucking idea. You're not half a fucking being, bro. I don't care what they told you. You are a whole and complete individual. Like it or not. And if you're not, then it's time to figure out. If you feel like, no, I'm not, Mal. I'm really not. I really need a better half. The better half is not going to be in somebody else. I'm going to tell you right now because, oh, what did it say? Where does the power come from? It comes from within. Yeah, you are your better half. And when you figure that out, you'll be doing better all the way around. Absolutely, because now you'll be a whole person. Oh, that's the fucking coin. That was the coin card. I just put those cards away. But that was the coin card. It was whole. And when you're whole, you're super. When you're whole and complete, you're super. Instead of being half or a lesser half to make it even worse, right? Because everybody looking for their better half, that means you the lesser half. You the worst half. What the fuck? Where they do that? All over the place, I heard. All over the fucking place. Everybody does that everywhere. Everybody's always saying that shit. This is not new. This is a very common thought. A lot of people believe that shit. I just need my better half. Bitch, your better half is you. You better be the better half and then find your other half. Like, it's all about you. And again, remember yesterday, was it, I think, where Maya was on the next to play and I picked it up and showed you because it's all about me, 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 me. I see you, baby. Let me see. What else do we see for the tribe? Thank you. It's exactly what I was just saying. I'm not going to beat the table violently today, but I am excited. It says everything you need, your courage, strength, compassion, and love. Everything you need is already within you. There's not some other half out there. You can half-ass yourself all you want to, but I'm telling you, you're a whole person. And until you figure that out, you will still always be the worst half and somebody else will be your better half and you'll be screwed and you won't have that whole coin. I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what Spirit's saying. The bottom of the deck says, you are spiritually connected to those you love. The thing is, there's a tree. There's a dragon guarding the tree. There's a little rabbit sitting at the foot of the tree. And there's this gleaming keyhole at the center of the tree. We was talking about how they have to have the right key to enter. You can't just, it's not just anybody. You could even pursue a relationship like this for so long just because, you know, you want to have somebody, you don't want to be alone again, all these reasons that people use. But honey, if the key was never open, it's not going to ever turn into what you actually wanted it to be because they don't have the key to be a part of that. It requires a key. The key is a requirement to unlock that for you. But it's not, another person is not going to be your key, babe. Sorry. Yeah. Let's find out some more. We have the I identify as a badass woman affirmation cards. And these were given us to us a couple years ago from Malibu. And I freaking love this deck so much. They're so pretty. Look at the prettiness on there. Bling, bling, baby. Okay. Let's get some more messages for your tribe. What else do we have for you? I'm so it's so satisfying and delightful to see how y'all all resonate and vibe, and you know what I'm talking about. And when we get into these empowerment types of statements, instead of just shit talking the other side of the table, which often does happen, you really resonate with these statements, and I love that. I really love that, because you are a powerful, potent, empowered, divine, authentic being, right? You are amazing. It is wonderful to have you on earth, and you need to know these beautiful things for yourself. So let's get some more. Spirit, what else can you reveal for our beautiful love and peace and happiness tribe at this time? Let's get some more. Starting here. And they showed me to just lay these ones out, because I do really love the design on the backs of these, so that way I can look at them. Okay, we'll start at the bottom of the deck with these ones, but we'll lay our spread out. All right, bottom of the deck says, if you are a badass, you will always have the last laugh. It might sound kind of like a witch's cackle, because that's what I just heard in my head. It might be a small, soft, and subtle chuckle, but you will have it whichever way you want to do it, baby. It is yours. The last laugh will be yours. It always will be yours, because you are a badass. So let's see some more for you. I don't care about anyone not liking me. You bitches barely like yourselves. Didn't I already say something like that? They don't like themselves. They don't know themselves. How the fuck are they supposed to know you or like you? They don't even love themselves. So how are they supposed to love you? How could they receive love from you with the amazing quality, high caliber love that you give, if they don't know how to, give love appropriately or receive love? Like, you have to have the capacity to receive it. You could, baby, we could offer you everything you ever wanted, your dream come true. And you could be just like my ex and reject it all and not know what the fuck to do with it. I'm just saying, because what? So then you cause problems, you self-sabotage, you destroy it before you can lose it. Lord have mercy. They don't like themselves anyways. They don't even like themselves anyways. It says, if you wake up and you just don't feel like that bitch, then you need to go back to sleep so you can wake up again and be that bitch. This card is giving, remember who the fuck you are. Maybe you need a nap. If you're cranky, if you ain't feeling yourself, because you should be like fucking Beyonce every day. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. You should be feeling yourself every fucking day. And if you're not, maybe you need a nap. Maybe you need to remember who the fuck you are, fix your crown, and act appropriately. What else do we have for the tribe? A strong woman looks a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink. You think you want to gaslight me? You really gonna gaslight me and try to lie in my face in front of all these people in here? Literally said those words to somebody not that long ago. And you have the power to do that. Like, whatever it is. You don't have to play yourself. People play themselves all day long, but tribe, you don't have to play yourself. You can meet whatever challenges come your way. That's why you know how fucking awesome you are, because you done met so many challenges, right? What else? A bird on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, because her trust is not on the branch, but on her own wings. Always believe in yourself. And look at her pretty face. Lord of mercy. She's like, Yeah, I am that. I got me. And it's interesting because the tree is right there above it, where it said never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Don't worry about the feelings changing and breaking. You can count on you, baby. You're gonna fly anyway, no matter what. You are the one that got the wings. You got your wings. Oh my God, thank you for your $20 cash app, Marley and T. I seen it come through this time, baby, while I was live. I love it. Yes, be like Marley and T and cash at me. Okay, what what do we I like the way that rhymes. What else do we have for the tribe? A busy, vibrant, goal-oriented woman is so much more attractive than a woman who waits around for a man to validate her existence. Boy, get the fuck out of here. I ain't worried about what no man thought. No way. But okay, that's okay. Maybe some of you were at some point, but now you're not. Okay. You know you're all that. You know you're it. You know you're her. Nobody needs to come around and let you know who and what you are. And anybody that can't see you don't have no place at the table. You know what I'm saying? There's no color for them on your canvas. What else, tribe? A real woman avoids drama. She knows her time is precious and she's not wasting it on unimportant things. Well, I mean, if it's not of value, what do they say? Time is money. And honey, you gonna make sure you get yours. That's what I heard. And what I love, what I'm loving about this, just by the way its placement is, it looks like she's looking up at this canvas, or either maybe over here at the dragon, but it's kind of giving me both. She doesn't think she needs to find a better half. She knows she's the treasure. Do you know, tribe, that you're the treasure? Put it in the comments. I am the treasure, because I know I'm the treasure. I know it. And we could be treasured together, okay, or not. Because I'm going to be treasured no matter what you decide to do. I'm still the treasure. What else do we have for the tribe? Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. It's not because they like it. It's because you like it. I see we in a room full of treasure. Absolutely. You are the treasure, baby. You're the treasure. You're more than a prize. You're a treasure. Treasure! That's just what you are. Okay? You're my gold, my shining star. Wish you could make my dreams come true. If you let me treasure you. Well, I mean, if you treasure me, I might allow you to treasure me. Right, tribe? Don't you agree? If they treasure you, you might allow them to treasure you. I think you do. I think you vibe with that. I can sense it. What else do we have for the tribe? What other cards do you want to use? I feel like there's another deck I'm supposed to pull out right now, and I'm trying to figure out which one that is. Is it one of these? I got so many. It might be one of these. Okay, the power of self-direction. We'll use these ones. Let's see what else we get for you, tribe, to go with these messages. Yeah, I haven't said that in a long time. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. That used to be at the beginning of every reading. We're going to have to bring that back. Tell the DJ to bring it back before all the readings. It's great. I love it. That's like a way of like, yeah, we're in full channel mode. That's my way of doing it. Some people be breathing and doing all these exercises and shit in order to channel. I mean, I don't need to do none of that, but I did think that was cool when they started having me sing that. The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So let's see what we have. What else is coming through for our tribe from the power of self-direction? And they want me to just say it again. You're a powerful and potent tribe. Okay, you're a powerful and potent tribe, my loves. Mm-hmm. Yep, Spirit did. They said, if you don't feel like you're the treasure, go back to bed and wake up again. Try it all over again, honey. What else do we have for the tribe? We'll do the same thing here, although the backs of these cards are cool, but they're not as cool as the other ones. All right. They're kind of boring-ish, but this is the deck I got drawn to. I'm like, because it's right here. Which one is that? Okay. Are you going to give me the message? We just going to talk some shit from here on out. What do we got for the tribe? Most important messages for my beautiful tribe, please. And thank you. Starting here. Okay. It says release, and it says carnival night. It says make friends, heal, transform. Carnival night, there's confetti in the air. We have lights. I see sparklers. I see people. And everybody hands go up. And they stay there. And they stay there. Up now, up now, up. All I do is win, win, win. Throw your hands in the air. Make them stay there. This is it. Okay, so there was a reading we did recently about how they get jealous because tribe, when you walk up in the building, they be like, oh, the tribe is here. Yeah. You showed up. Yay. They love it when you come in and people be screaming your name and hooping and hollering and getting all excited. Get turned up, baby. You know, because I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. Okay. What's at the bottom of this deck right quick? Challenge and adversity. Dreams and goals. Freedom and liberation. Okay. I mean, that just means you climbed to the top of the mountains. The dude was at the top of the mountain. It's been a long time coming. Okay, let me see what else we have here. Frustration and hot-tempered. Learn to forgive and let go of grudges. Look at how pretty the colorful smoke is. It's a smoke bomb with rainbow colors. It said learn to forgive and let go of grudges. Did it say to make amends? Did it say bring them back home? Did it say keep trying, try again, never give up? Did it say any of that? No, it said learn to forgive and let go of grudges. That's it. Frustration and hot temper. Baby, if you're still angry, it's time to let it go. If you're still angry and that's why you're waking up and you don't feel like you're that bitch, take your ass to sleep. Give yourself another 5 minutes, hit the snooze, whatever the fuck you gotta do, and try again. Wake up on another idea, another concept, another whatever. Let me see what else we have for you. Oh, hey, ladies. Apology card, reconciliation, fellowship, repairing relationship. Hey, ladies. How you doing? I just want to make up with you. I just want to be next to you. Can we cuddle? We look so good together. Well, here's the thing. It's like, the way this is coming through, Spirit's like, don't worry, baby. You gonna have your match. Because this is coming through in the position of your hidden blessing. You do, and this is not about whoever the fuck was in the other spread. Let that be said. Because I'll tell you what, let these two ladies look at me in the bar real pretty like this. I'm talking to both of them in front of each other, and I'm going to be like, can we all just get along? Can we all just get along? Lord of mercy. But I do see, like, Spirit, anywhere where this literally was about a relationship, you got something better. Okay, you got something better on the way for you, baby. You really gonna like what you see. It's gonna be great. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna match your power. Somebody else who also knows their treasure, right? Y'all are treasure together. And that's a kind of bond where you don't have to worry about shit. Because when both people know their value and they see each other's value, and they both recognize, like, baby, we are of the highest caliber, the highest quality. We are extra top. We are above the top shelf. You know what I'm saying? What else? Chance and probability. Unable to predict or control. Uncertainty and variability. Opportunities and adventure. The thing is, you still gonna have to, you know, shoot your shot. You're still gonna have to shoot your shot. You're gonna have to shoot your shot. You're going to have to be willing to take a chance. So what if it's not it? You still got to get out there. And they're giving, okay, it's been a little while since it came up on the channel, but they're giving, it's the yes jar. You get your big yes, you get your big sexy yes when you fill up the yes jar. You don't know how big the yes jar is. You don't know how big the yes jar is. And you can only fill the yes jar up with no answers. And each of those no answers carries a different value, a different weight, a different size in the yes jar. But the yes jar must be filled up with no's before you get your big yes. So shoot your shot. Give it a chance. But is this about the past? Absolutely not. Because remember, it said, learn to forgive and let go of grudges. It didn't say bring their ass back. It didn't say play the same game again. It didn't say play yourself, you know, into the same position again. No, it did not. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you gotta, if every, look at it this way. If the yes jar didn't make sense to you, maybe this will. If each of the steps on the ladder is a no to get to the top of the ladder, then yeah, there's your yes. Okay. You got to take those steps to get there. Okay. What else do we have for my tribe? Opportunity and perseverance, conquest, spirit, untapped potential. They left the whole letter L off. Oh, they left the letter L off over here where it says potential, untapped potential. And they did not put a space on it. That is interesting as fuck. Okay, so there's no space in untapped potential. It's just full. There's so much untapped potential there that it's full. There's no space. Okay. The other thing is there's no L. There's no loss in this. Haha. There's no loss. Oh, and that was a big thing. There is no loss in the divine mind. There is no loss in the divine mind. There is no loss in the divine mind. And you're in the divine mind. So that's why when this person's like, I don't want to lose them, I just want to keep you. You don't vibe with that. That shit is a big fucking turnoff because there is no loss in the divine mind. You know, if it ain't this, it's something better. You know, if it wasn't that, it's going to be something better because them two honeys looks fine as hell. I'm just saying. Okay. And there's no L here. There's no loss. There'll be no L's here. Oh, that's an ant sitting on top of two rocks that have been balanced. I was like, what is this little creature up here? There's an ant. And it's on top of the two rocks. Okay. And it's by itself. Or is that a spider? What kind of bug is it? I don't know. It's a side view. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's a spider. Maybe it's the tarantula. We had the tarantula come out in the reading the other day. Opportunity and perseverance. When somebody shows you that they are not an L, when somebody shows you that they got spirit, when somebody shows you that they got untapped potential, when somebody shows you that they know who the fuck they are and they're not waiting for somebody to come validate them and make them feel like they're, then maybe that's the one. You know, those are some clues. Okay. What else do we have here? Resilience and manifestation. We say materialization on this channel because we understand the definitions of those two words, don't we, tribe? So we'll say resilience and materialization. This is bounce back from setbacks and emerge stronger. Phoenix rising from the ashes. And we have this paper origami bird flying. And these are not cranes. Usually, if you fold 1,000 cranes, you get your wish come true. That's what they say, right? So first off, you're a whole different bird. You need to understand you are a different bird. You're a whole different type, honey. And that is fantastic. There's enough regular bitches out there. If they want to have a conversation with a regular bitch, just a regular conversation, they could go find somebody to do that with. Tribe is superhuman, super paranormal. You're like spectacular. You're like marvelous. You're like resilient. You're like mesmerizing. You're like captivating. You're like so amazing. Marvelous, honey. Simply marvelous. You're a whole different type. Avoiding drama because your time is precious makes you very different. And when you know you're not looking for somebody to be a other half of you because you are who the fuck you are, baby, that's going to give you all kinds of resilience. You're not, when you realize that you are a whole being, it's awesome. And in that, you're like, oh, I'm not playing this game with you, which was in our last message there too. It says, unspeakable, there are obstacles. Suffering from mental health, harness your inner strength, overcome obstacles. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Everything you need, your courage, strength, compassion, and love, everything you need is already within you. If you don't understand that, this is exactly how the fuck you could end up. This card is coming through as a warning. Either you get it or you don't. If you don't, you're going to see nothing but problems. I could give you all the solutions in the world, and you will find a problem for every solution. And you will fuck with your mental health until you break. And, you know, but you don't have to. You don't have to. You can break through this. Somebody needs to listen to this message several more times. Like, you need to text the link to this message with the share button to yourself on your phone. Yeah, did you know you could text yourself from your own phone? It's a great way to send yourself quick notes. I've been doing it for years. But yeah, you need to send the link to this to hear this over and over again, because the things that have come out in this reading were extremely empowering for you. It was exactly what you needed to hear. You may be one who thinks you just can't get through this. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this situation. Just fucking fine, honey. Yeah, you might have come out, you know, it might take a little while for some scars to heal, a little bit of bruises, emotional bruises and shit like that, but you'll be fine. You're gonna come through this better than you think. You got this, right? People are gonna have all sorts of opinions about you. Some will like you. Some will like you this way. Some will like you that way. Some won't like you no fucking way. Some will pretend to like you. But at the end of the day, who cares? Well, how do you feel about them? How do you really feel about them? Is this somebody you really want in your presence? Is this somebody you really want to connect with? You know what I'm saying? As you get to know them and then they tell you about what had happened with this other person that they know. Do you want somebody with that kind of characteristic next to you? Fuck if they like you. Do you like them? Like, do you really like them though as a person? Or are you just picking somebody out of a fucking crowd and maybe just off of looks? Just off of looks. Be careful for picking just off of looks, babe. I'm just saying, like, we're not just picking people out of a crowd. Exclusive. Above the top shelf, magnificent, spectacular, resplendent, valuable, precious, treasure, extraordinary, superhuman, baby. You are all that, and you need to know that, and you need to act accordingly. You need to act accordingly. Remember who the fuck you are, yeah? And get about your business, baby. Nobody's going to do it for you. There's no reason for you to be crying over motherfuckers that don't even see who you are. That's not bad. That's your protection. If they can't see you, listen, I actually had an experience with somebody who told me that they could not see how pretty I was until they went away from me. Like, they said that I looked like a whole different person to them. This was years and years ago, and Spirit showed me, like, yeah, we protect you. What it's like, oh, it's like the Matrix Resurrections again. Because when they found Neo and they revealed to him about the Matrix, they showed him that the Matrix had altered his image in the eyes of other people. He looked like himself to himself, but other people saw him like aged, a different person. If you would understand that too, some of them can't, they literally cannot perceive you as you perceive yourself. What you see in the mirror and what they see when they look at you don't even look the same. And I'm not being symbolic about this. I'm being extremely literal. So you ever wonder why, like for me, I go to these events. I've been to a lot of this social stuff that I've been doing, right? And I'm like, I'm the baddest motherfucker in here, and I know it, right? They can't see it. They all can't see it, and that's a damn good thing, because that's less shit. They're not even fit to be nose in my yes jar. How's that? Some people can't see you because they're not even fit to be nose in your yes jar. So, I mean, there's that energy as well. Some of them can't see you because they're supposed to be nose in your yes jar. Some of them can see you because, oh, there's some really big nose in your yes jar. See, some people can see you and they can see enough of you to know that, oh, it'd be great to hook up with that person right there. It'd be great to be in their energy. Oh my God, I bet good things happen for them all the time. I want some of that. So, those are big nose. They're saying those equal big point nose. Those equal big giant sheets of paper nose folded up in your yes jar. Remember, though, that you are different and everybody's not going to be able to see you. And that doesn't have anything to do with who you are. Remember who you are. Fix your fucking crown. Keep on going. And, you did get the warning. You can cause yourself to be a split with mental health issues and start to remember the three-headed beast. You can start looking a lot like that if you go against your better judgment, because now you already know what the fuck you need to do. And you're just, for whatever lacking limitation reason, because you forgot that there's no loss in the divine mind. There is only this or better. There's that. If you remember all that, you'll be all right. So at this time, we're going to give you a yes or no to your personal yes or no question. And it could be about anything at all that's on your heart and mind. It doesn't have to do anything with this reading. There are no rules to what it has to be about. The only rule there is that you remember that yes or no does not mean good or bad, and this will only work once. The suggestion to go with that rule is, ask the question the first way you heard it, because your highest self knows what the answer is already, even though we've yet to discover it. And they gave you the perfect way to form your question to get your accurate answer today. So thank you for doing all the YouTube things. I'm so thankful and grateful, and I fucking deserve donations that I have been getting. So Marley and T, thank you, baby. When I tell you, you're a huge confirmation. Like, I've watched people do stuff on YouTube and they're getting all these donations, and I'm like, oh yeah, that I definitely deserve that. I give myself permission to receive from the overflow of the ones who got it busting at the bank account and they just want to bless me with it. I receive that from the ones who hate and they want to pay me to shut up. I'll receive that too, because I know what to do with it. Okay, it doesn't matter, and I'm not finna shut up anyway, so I mean, it is what it is. Ready for this answer? Is today's answer for you yes or no, yes or no, yes or no? And it's starting out with the Empress, my loves. Okay, message. But let's see. Today's answer is no. So congratulations. The answer today is no. I'll be back with more. I always come back. Share this if you want to on your social media, or somebody you know that needs to have this conversation with us. So thankful and grateful. for your beautiful presence. Remember that you are powerful, you are important, you are potent, you are capable, and you are able. You have overcome so much and you have come so far, and you're not done yet. And as long as you keep waking up, there's clearly still more here for you. So be willing to participate in your life. Don't be afraid of pissing other people off if they're just not on your vibe, on your tribe. You're not anybody's lesser half by any means, or worser half. No, not by any means. As a matter of fact, you're not anybody's half but your own. You're your own. You belong to you. And that's enough. Somebody might be able to go with you for a while if they got their shit together, but you belong to you. Nobody owns you. They don't have papers on you. Remember that. All right? You're perfect. Thank you so much for your love donations. Oh my God, I got more love donations. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. Veronica and Florence all hitting me at the same time. Thank you. I know I was worthy and deserving, and I see you do too. So thankful and grateful. It's been a little while. I'll take it. Let's keep that flow going because it's growing. Tribe, you are thriving, you are abundant, you are prosperous. You are safe. You are guided. You are flourishing. You are so very, very loved. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all.